What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Yins and Yous podcast. It's week 10 of the NFL, and things are starting to take shape. The playoff picture is developing, and both the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Philadelphia Eagles are at pivotal moments in their campaigns. Philadelphia will be heading into a spotlight matchup against the Lions, riding the high of several bolstered defensive pieces and elite offensive efficiency. Meanwhile, Pittsburgh remains in the thick of the AFC North battle, looking for answers as pieces on both sides of the ball continue to be inconsistent. We'll break down both of these storylines, plus every game across the league, look at how the power rankings are shifting, and preview what's coming in Week 11. This is the Yins and Yous podcast. Let's get cracking.
Okay. Pick a number between 1 and 10. I've got one in my head. You get 3 chances. If you get the number right, that's it.
7.
Welcome to another episode of Yins and Yous, everybody.
No way! No
I swear
way!
to God. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another week of Yins and Yous. My name is Ben, with my co-host, Nathan.
Let's go, dude. First try.
Well, how are you doing today, man? Like we haven't talked to each other all day.
A lot better now, dude. A lot better now. So, yeah, we didn't get to talk too much. I told you, we were talking about last week fantasy. It was getting down to the wire, and it was cutthroat. Team didn't do too hot this week, but I was nice enough to hand you a win on your birthday, so
yes,
you're welcome.
Thank you.
And then I mentioned that I am cheering for other teams, so luckily that I had a good cheering for other teams weekend in fantasy. So
yeah,
the teams that I needed to lose to help me stay in contention to playoffs.
Did you
lose.
update the spreadsheet yet?
No, I didn't. I was going to today, but then I ended up sitting in traffic for an hour because someone caught their car on fire on the interstate.
People don't know how to drive in the snow.
Yeah, it wasn't even snowing. That's the worst part.
Dumb idiot just caught his car on fire.
So I don't know, but I'll prematurely congratulate you because I'm pretty sure it's right. I think you did lock yourself into the playoffs.
Yeah.
Team.
Oh, please. Or here, hold on.
Ah, there you go. Yeah, good job. Good work. Ooh. Good work.
But yeah, you know what I say every week? What an exciting week for football. You know what I'm not going to say this week?
What
an exciting week for football. This was a boring ass week for football, man. These were some slow games.
Not a lot of fun ones. Monday night, so yeah, we're on week 2 now of this Disney holdout. Thankfully, a lot of people didn't get to watch this game.
I do want to say one thing for anybody who does not want to give any money to Disney but still wants to watch a specific Monday night football game. Sling offers a day pass for $4.99. No money goes to Disney. You still get access to Monday Night Football. I'm not going to do it every week, but damn it came in clutch yesterday. That was awesome.
Yeah, you told me that. The first thing I did was make sure Disney had no stocks in Sling TV. So they don't. So they don't own Sling. So no money goes to Disney.
I was debating on even just starting a free trial just so I could watch last night's game, but I didn't even want to do that. I didn't want to give any info to Disney.
Yeah, I didn't either, because I was going to look into Fubo TV, because Fubo has it. Disney owns Fubo. Can't do that.
Do they really?
I Googled it, and Disney owns 70% of the stocks of Fubo. I learned that.
That's disgusting.
So I said, nope, not doing that. No money goes to Disney. So
I'll boycott till the day that I die if I have to.
I got to look at the box score and was really bored when it was 0-0 at halftime.
Yeah.
And then
well, before we get into it, do you want to go ahead and give a quick review of the whole week with a weekly roundup?
Yep.
All right.
That was disgusting, wasn't that? Oh, man. All right, dude. Play my theme music, man.
Now.
Starting off with Thursday Night Football in an AFC West divisional game that was uglier than, I don't know, this game was just that ugly. Bo Nix throwing would have just been better if he was aiming for the parking lot. 123 yards, 2 picks, and a face that says I'm one bad game from selling insurance. The Raiders, on the other hand, they're already Googling the best golf courses in Cancun. Denver's chilling atop of the AFC West, but deserves to celebrate with a warm Bud Light. Broncos win 10-7. On Sunday, Guten Tag, as the Colts and the Falcons duke it out in Berlin in an overtime thriller that had more twists than a German pretzel. Jonathan Taylor continues his MVP push, ripping 244 yards and 3 touchdowns and an 8-yard overtime walk-off to win it. Indy's still kicking in the AFC South, while the Falcons are one loss from their coaching rage, ordering a schnitzel. The Colts win 31-25. In a sloppy, rain-soaked upset at MetLife, the Jets topped the Browns with the special team wizardry. 199-yard kickoff return and a 74-yard punt return touchdown, while Justin Fields fed Breece Hall for a 42-yard touchdown screen to clinch it. Cleveland's Dylan Gabriel threw for 167 yards and 2 touchdowns, but got sacked 6 times, and late penalties doomed their 13th straight road L, leaving them dreaming of the 2026 draft as the Jets, post-trade, somehow find a spark. Jets win 27-20. In New England, the Saints snapped a 4-game skid with a 17-7 snoozer over the Panthers that felt like watching paint dry in a swamp. New Orleans backup Tyler Shaw threw for 215 yards and 2 touchdowns, may be ready to finally take the starting job of the season. The defense held Carolina to 189 yards and forced 2 turnovers. Saints bout back in the AFC South. Saints win 17-7. In New York, Bears-Giants at Soldier Field with a roller coaster. If that ride was one of those roller coasters you see at a sketchy county fair. Caleb Williams hit a wide receiver for a 15-yard go-ahead touchdown late, and Mr. Unlimited comes in for an injured Jackson Dart, but the sack safety sealed it for Chicago. Bears are up in the NFC North contention, and the Giants might just be done for the season, firing Brian Dable after the game. Bears win 24-20. In Miami, the biggest game of the season, Miami waltzed into Buffalo and pants the Buffalo Bills. Devon Achane went bananas for 142 rushing yards and 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns, while Tua threw for 210 and a score. Josh Allen sacked 4 times and picked off twice. Buffalo's first home L since 2025 stings like a bad wing in Miami's first win over Buffalo since 2022. Miami stunner, 30-13. The Ravens kept their heater going, topping the Vikings in a game that was pretty cool. Lamar stays 176 yards and a touchdown, and Derrick Henry ran for 75 yards. Baltimore's defense locked it down and forced McCarthy to throw 2 picks in the game. Baltimore, after starting 1-5, is now 1 game behind and owning the AFC North. Ravens win 27-17. The Rams get their get-back game and torch the 49ers. Matthew Stafford out here slinging it, looking like he has the fountain of youth in his backyard. 4 touchdowns, 0 picks, 22 of 28 for 312 yards. 3rd straight game with that stat line. San Fran's quarterback threw for 319 and 3 touchdowns, but their defense gave up 452 yards like they were just allergic to contact all day. The Rams are starting to run the NFC West, while the Niners look like they need the group therapy session to get back. Rams win 42-26. Seattle turned Arizona Stadium into their personal bounce house, clowning the Cardinals 44-22 with their 4th straight W and 9 in a row against their desert rivals. Sam Darnold was dealing 485 yards and 3 touchdowns. The Seahawks defense forced 2 fumble return touchdowns and adds to the score. Seattle is tied in the NFC West lead, and the Seahawks win 44-22. In a Week 10 gut-wrencher, the Texans pulled off a miracle, racing a 19-point fourth-quarter deficit to stun the Jaguars, scoring 26 points in the 4th quarter. Jacksonville was cruising with a punt return touchdown, Trevor Lawrence's 2 scores and 158 yards, but Houston's Davis Mills went berserk. 3 touchdowns, including a 14-yard scamper, while the pick 6 as time expires crushed the Jags' souls, leaving them gasping in the AFC South race like they just fumbled a free buffet. Texans win 36-29. In Tampa, the Patriots outgunned the Bucs with Drake May slinging a 72-yard bomb and setting up the 69-yard run to ice it. Tampa's Baker Mayfield hit 2 late touchdowns, but New England's run defense was clutch, keeping their road streak alive. Patriots atop of the AFC in the East as they win 28-23. The Lions, coming off of a bad loss in a divisional rival, come to D.C. and demolish the Commanders in front of the nation and in front of the president. Jared Goff throwing 320 yards and 3 touchdowns, and Jahmyr Gibbs ripping 172 yards and 3 scores. Detroit's 546 yards of total offense buried Washington, which folded them like a cheap lawn chair. Lions bounce back 44-22. And on Sunday night, the Pittsburgh Steelers strut in the SoFi Stadium, and everything that could have went wrong did go wrong. Aaron Rodgers, 2 picks and a muff fumble lead the Chargers win 25-10. And on Monday night, we now reach week 2 of the Disney holdout. No one got to solve it, but thank God you did it. 0-0 in the halftime, but a late rally led by Jalen Hurts ends up leading them over the Packers. Eagles win 10-7. And that was the up and downs of Week 10.
Woo! Boring ass week. This was a boring week. A lot of stuff didn't happen.
Not a lot of fun ones, unfortunately.
Yeah,
So that kind of stinks. But
so where do we start out here?
well, we had a boring Thursday night game that was just brutal, and I'm mad at Geno Smith because the Raiders trade away their wide receiver Jacoby Myers, and Brock Bowers is back, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Hits him one time.
Yeah, 5 points in fantasy.
This freak of an athlete, that absolute specimen tight end, doesn't hit him once.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter that I had Brock Bowers starting on my fantasy team that week. I'm not mad about that. But, what the hell are we doing? That's how we start the week, and then it didn't get better.
No.
It didn't get better.
No,
You thought
didn't.
it was because we'll bounce around a little bit, and then we'll talk about our teams, but we had a really good Sunday morning game in Germany.
Yeah. Great Sunday
overtime.
morning game.
Jonathan Taylor is ridiculous, but 1 p.m. slate was okay. Not too bad. Had a whole bunch of beatdown games in the afternoon, and then, unfortunately, we had to watch both of our teams play in primetime.
So boring. Oh, my God. Okay. I don't have a lot to say about the Eagles game.
Well, there's not a lot that happened in the Eagles.
If you don't mind, I'm going to just go ahead and jump into this.
Go for it.
I think that the Green Bay Packers defense has to be the best defense in the league because for a couple weeks now, every game that they've played has been one of the lowest scoring games that I've ever seen. They are such a defensive team, which is that's football. But God bless, is that not boring or what?
It is kind of boring.
There was nothing going on last night. It was just punt after punt after punt after fourth down non-conversion after punt.
Punts.
A lot of punts. And I'll be the first to say it. Tush Push is totally going to get banned next year.
Dude, it's almost like, how do the refs not see this, dude?
Yeah.
How do they not see this?
Yeah, that first one on third down, or it was like 4th and 2 or something. I don't know. That one was really bad. That was a full second.
Yeah. Those two of them went off. And I'm like, genuinely, how
And
do
then
they not see it?
immediately after that, they call false start on Green Bay. That's a bad
dude.
look.
That's
a
Green
really
Bay.
bad look.
It's Green Bay was one of the teams that was really heavily pushing for the ban last season. So it's almost kind of funny a little
Micah
bit.
Parsons was very vocal on Twitter afterwards, saying that it's not
Was he?
football. Yeah.
I remember he was after. Was it the Week 1 game?
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's back on it.
And
He's
Eagles,
back
is he back
on
on
it?
it?
Oh,
I remember
yeah.
he had something to say then. So
Oh,
I
yeah.
didn't get to see if he said anything after the Monday night game, but that's funny. But yeah, it's bad.
I just don't understand
Again.
because last year, and maybe it was just that it wasn't really a point of contention to. People were looking at the Tush Push, and people have been wanting to get it banned since the first year, but I don't remember false starts being such a hindrance that they are now. And again, maybe we just weren't watching for it, but holy dude. That timing is so off.
Those backups you got in, man. I don't know.
It is. I really think it is.
Jason Kelsey wasn't doing that shit.
No. But even, who's our center now? What is his name? Young guy. I can pull it up here.
I'm tempted to say no. Why does the name Mangold come to mind? It's not him.
That's not it, no.
Why is that?
Cam Jurgens.
That's not at all what I thought it was. Who am I thinking of? That's a person that exists. Who is? Oh, dude, I'm thinking of Nick Mangold. He just passed away from the Jets. He was the center.
Oh,
okay. Yeah, I was like
yes.
center. Why does that? Okay, that's why that name came to mind.
Yeah, but Cam Jurgens was not doing this last year, at least from what we could tell.
Oh yeah, he's.
Yeah. I don't know that snap count. Something is off, and it, like you were saying, those backups we have in just aren't used to it, and it's going to hurt us. It's going to get rid of that play for sure. I do not see it surviving past 2025.
Dude, yeah, I don't know. It's like you said, it's really bad this year, and I think other teams are getting really pissed off. But, like, again, I don't have a problem with it if they just call it fairly.
Oh, absolutely.
But, like, they're only missing these calls against the Eagles, I feel like.
It is. It is. I never want to be the one to say, like, the Eagles are getting help from the refs, but this year they kind of are. I don't know if it's intentional or not, but it looks bad. It is a very bad look.
Bitched about it a few weeks ago when the Steelers tried it and got called for a false start. And
I'm surprised that they aren't paying closer attention to the Eagles. Because you would think if they're going to call it a lot, the Eagles are going to get all the calls for it. Every other team could probably get away with that stuff, but they just aren't.
You think there'd be more eyes on it because, like, they're
ever since week
most
one,
well-known team that does it.
Yeah, it's been a problem since the beginning of the season. So I'm very surprised that it's not getting called where it should be. Did that win the game for the Eagles though? I don't think so. Green Bay's defense is just really good. That's all it is.
And I can't decide if Green Bay is good. I can't.
I don't think that Green Bay as a team is good. Their offense just can't produce anything.
It's so backwards, dude.
Yeah. No, they're such a defense team this year. I mean, like, we've had a couple random breakout games where they've put up over 30 points, but those are pretty far and in between. We're looking at 1, maybe 2 score games from Green Bay.
Yeah, I think they put up 40 against the Cowboys, and then they put up 35 against the Steelers.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
And then everything else. The rest have been maybe just three touchdowns, 3 scores.
Yeah, max.
I mean, yeah, and again, it's just like it's such a bipolar team. Like their losses now are to the Eagles. I'm gonna count the Cowboys tie as a loss because that's
it. Pretty much,
it's not a win.
I mean, it's not a win.
It's not a win. Mm-hmm. And then they lost to the Browns and the Panthers. Yep. Which lost after the return of Meow Mix.
I have the note about that. Meow Mix, you got to retire. You have to get out of there. They lost to the Saints with a backup quarterback.
They were backup rookie quarterback.
Terrible.
Yeah,
now, okay, the backup quarterback may have actually helped them, to be fair. Getting Spencer Rattler out of there, I'm not opposed to it.
Did look pretty all right. But, I mean, yeah, they just traded some players, the Saints, and, like, I don't know. But like Panthers fans were booing them.
Really?
And like which is crazy because it's the Panthers.
Yeah.
First of all.
But yeah.
Like, they're 5-5. So
they are.
It's culture change, I guess.
I don't know what to say about them, dude. They came out of nowhere. They came out of nowhere again. Like Bryce Young, he looked like he was starting to get it at the end of last year, but then how the year started off, it looked like he just immediately fell back off. I don't know. He is a second half player. That's for sure.
I don't know, man. But Rico Dowell's still doing his thing. He had a score, ran for almost 100 yards, I think.
Yep.
And it's pretty cool because he's on my fantasy team. I don't know if you knew that or not.
Really? You don't say. I would have never guessed.
Just got to make sure no one forgets.
Of course.
But yeah, Eagles-Packers.
Eagles-Packers. That's
almost went to overtime.
Almost. Yeah.
Which I think would have been criminal.
Let's see. I will say Barkley, he was looking pretty good. Put up 60 yards again. It's over 40. Anything over 40 this year for him, I consider a win.
I mean, I feel like at this point in the season, given how it's been, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And Bigsby wasn't really doing too much, but he was getting a couple more carries. It's good to see him out there. Shipley looked really good. So our running back core is looking pretty nice. I like that. But Devontae Smith, I got to give him credit where credit's due. He is absolutely our best receiver this year. The one touchdown that we got was from a random-ass pass to Devontae Smith that worked. But caught in traffic, he's looking great. Not AJ Brown. We don't talk about him. Jalen Hurts. Oh. Dude, top 5 quarterback in the NFL for sure. Don't care what anybody says. I'm back on it.
We're still there? Okay.
Oh, I'll stay there. All right, Doesn't
absolutely.
need to throw a lot. It was 183 yards yesterday. It wasn't anything crazy, but it won the game at the end of it. But no, Green Bay's run defense is just, they really have that locked down. They've really got that locked down.
So yeah, Michael Parsons definitely does help.
He does. He does. He very much does. But that's all I got to say about the Eagles.
Number 1 in the NFC.
Number 1 in the NFC. We're here. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We got a lot of football left to play, so
Got a lot of football left to play. 7-2 again. I think you should coast to an NFC East.
we should. We
You
should.
should. I mean, you're what 3 games ahead of now. Who's in second place in the East?
Let's pull
Commanders.
that up real quick. I think it's Dallas.
Maybe they're tied for second.
NFC East standings. Oh my God, this is a terrible division.
Well, no, yeah, it's bad.
Yeah.
Cowboys defense does not exist.
Yeah,
Commanders are ridiculed with injuries.
Cowboys are up because they have one less game than the Commanders do. They're 3-5. Commanders 3-7 right now, and then Giants aren't in contention.
Well, Giants they're really down bad. If you want to talk about down bad teams,
Yeah,
so
they are.
we were talking about, and I think I made the joke. I was like, "Who's left to get hurt? Jackson Dart."
Yeah,
Jackson Dart.
You did
Jackson
it.
Dart went down. Jackson
did
Dart
it.
went down. So apologize, but I guess we probably could have seen that coming. Yeah, Jackson Dart goes down. Dable goes the decision to play Russ, which I don't know what we got against Jameis. We can't get Jameis in there.
I don't
slinging
understand
the ball.
it.
I feel like Dable hates Russell Wilson. I feel like that was pretty evident based on the very few games that Russ played and then immediately got benched. But like, well, we got against Jameis, dude. Like,
Yeah.
I don't
know why they won't
you
play him.
don't.
But maybe Jameis is the one that made the call because Dable's gone.
Dable, I was gonna say, yeah. So that happened. Next day, Dable gets fired. So he's now fired. Their new interim head coach is going to be their 6th head coach since 2016.
That's terrible. That is so bad.
That is not.
And how long has
good-
Tomlin been at the Steelers?
Too long. You know what's funny? You know what's funny?
Huh?
Brian Dable has a more recent playoff win than Mike Tomlin.
Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy?
Isn't
That
that
pisses me
crazy?
off. I can't believe
Isn't
that.
that crazy? Yeah.
Drain the
Tomlin
swamp.
won last in 2016. When did Dable win his? Was it 2020?
Ooh, 21, I think.
2020 or 21. But again, way more of a recent game won in the playoffs than Mike Tomlin, which is funny. This was also this game, Giants-Bears. Bears win 24-20. This was the 4th game this season that the Giants have blown a 4th quarter lead. And I want to read you some games of the 4 that they've lost.
Let's hear it.
So they lost to the Bears 24-20.
Mm-hmm.
The Giants were up 20-10 with under 4 minutes left in the 4th quarter.
Oh, my God.
Lost that game. They were up 26-8 against the Broncos with 5:19 left in the 4th quarter. And that was the game that Denver scored, like, what was it, 20-some to come back and win in the 4th quarter?
Yeah, out of nowhere.
Lost that game. They were up 14-3 at halftime against the Saints. Lost to the Saints.
Yep.
And then they were up 37-34 with 14 seconds left to the Cowboys.
Yup.
Lost to the Cowboys.
Terrible. It's terrible.
Really bad. Really bad.
And
yeah.
that's why, like, it's not. I don't think it's Dable. I don't think it's on him at all. They just have a bad organization.
This is a bad. And I mean, like, Dable was like a good OC when he was Buffalo. He
Yes.
kind of helped. He kind of helped the Josh Allen resurgence. He was there when they
honestly.
drafted him.
Honestly.
And like, yeah, their offense looked really good while he was in Buffalo. But I don't know. Do I dare propose a trade? We send Mike Tomlin over to New York for Malik Neighbors and a 1st-round pick.
Okay, now you brought this up to me yesterday, or earlier today. But who do you have in mind to take over? You just want to get rid of Tomlin?
Literally anybody.
Just any single soul? I think anybody would be better than Tomlin.
So I mean, like, we're gonna have to talk about this later in the season, but the coaching carousel is going to be insane. So yeah, like, I think. Oh, sorry, my head just lost. The Titans fired their coach. Giants fired Dable today. There's a couple other coaches on the hot seat. I don't know if Mike McDaniels makes it to next season. I really don't. So I think that spot is going to be open. But if you're paying attention in college football, there's a lot of really big names that need head coaches next year
Really?
for college football. Penn State fired their
yeah.
coach. They need a head coach. LSU is going to need a head coach. Like, Florida's going to need a head coach. Auburn's going to need a head coach. They all fired their coaches this season. It's looking like Wisconsin's probably going to need a coach later. They still have him, but he's still there, and then it looks like Clemson might need a coach because they might let their head coach go. So I don't know. They're not doing too good either. But there's going to be a lot of shifting going around in head coaching trees. I don't know. Like I don't know. So I mean, it's definitely going to be interesting, especially at the college level, because I feel like there's way more big program names out there that need head coaches. So that's going to be crazy shifting. But then how does that work into the NFL? I'm even wondering, because I talked about how Dable was a pretty good offensive coordinator for Buffalo. Mm-hmm. I think you just kind of bring him in now, because this is what I'm thinking, not as a head coach, maybe as an offensive coordinator, but my thought process is, with all of that going on, at the end of last season, Arthur Smith kind of threw his name in the hat for head coaching jobs. Didn't get any, so he ended up staying in the OC. Mm-hmm. I foresee him doing that again at the end of this season, and there's a lot more jobs for him to take if he wants to be a head coach, which I think he probably does. So
that would be.
Do you just lock in Dable now, get him in the building, and then?
I think you have to, because
something to think about. Yeah.
Tomlin's coaching tree is notoriously dog shit.
It not only is it dog shit, Ben, it's non-existent.
It doesn't exist. Yeah, it doesn't exist.
So hilariously, Arthur Smith could be his first limb in his coaching tree,
and I think that would be good. You got to let these guys get out there, even if they OC somewhere else. They have a better chance of making it to a higher level.
Yeah.
If they just spend a year or two doing what they do now for another team, they could totally head coach somewhere. I mean, he could absolutely head coach somewhere now, whether it's college or not. But I don't know, man. I would love to see some people from Pittsburgh get out there and do some stuff after not seeing that for 10 years now, give or take.
I'd say so. So, yeah, we'll see. I mean, Arthur Smith was a really good offensive coordinator in Tennessee. I mean, helped lead a Ryan Tannehill Titans to the number 1 seed in the AFC, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Insane. And then, didn't turn out very well in Atlanta when he was the head coach then. But, I mean, I kind of don't have an issue with the offense running right now. Mm-hmm. The play calling, at least. The execution is a different story.
Yeah.
We'll get into that here in a little bit. But, yeah, like I said, last year he threw his name around the hat trying to get a head coaching job. He interviewed for the Jets last season. Mm-hmm. I could totally see him trying that again. And there's a lot more oppositions. I don't know if he would drop down in the college level or if he'd try to stay in the NFL. But, I foresee that, and then we're scrambling for coordinators again.
Yeah.
So what happened? We just bring in Dable now.
Honest to God.
Let's just think about it real quick. Let's hypothetically, let's have fun with it. You bring him in now. Now, do they get promoted to the offensive coordinator? I don't know, because Terrell Austin was in the building and Brian Flores was in the building at the same time. And guess which one left and which one stayed? Which one got promoted? Not Brian Flores.
Not Flores.
He left.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
We chose Terrell Austin. That's another thing with the coordinators I'm going to complain about now, and I think we just need to do this today as we go out the rest of the season. Fire Terrell Austin today.
Okay.
Let Mike Tomlin take over the play calls for the defense.
Yeah.
That way, there is no confusion over whose defense it is, who's calling the plays, who's running the scheme. We'll all know it's Tomlin, because we get into that all the time. The defense looks like dog shit, and we're like, oh, well, this is Tomlin's defense. Oh, no, it's on the coordinator. But that's easily how we fix that situation.
At this point, just get rid of both of them.
Well, yes, but
it's somebody's fault, and I can tell you a bunch of things about each other.
In order for all of us to collectively come together with the same mindset of whose fault it really is, you fire Terrell Austin, you let Mike Tomlin take over the play calling, and then you just see what happens.
Yeah.
If it stays the same, we'll know. If it's different, then I'll be, by golly, I don't know, but I don't know, because I don't know if you noticed this or heard about this, but Dan Campbell, the Lions head coach, he took over the play calling for the offense this week.
Did he? I didn't know that.
Offense put up 44 points.
Yeah, they look great. They look awesome.
He took over that. Not really. I won't say took over, but he got a mic in the headset and was gave a little more input on some play callings and what he wanted to see. So took a little bit more control of that, and offense is looking good. So I mean, if we want to move forward and understand what the hell's going on in that office, I mean, I think we do that. Mm-hmm. And then we'll all know. But since we're talking about the Steelers,
Get into it, brother.
let's move into this other primetime game that we all had to unfortunately watch. Sunday night in SoFi. How about that?
Yeah. What happened there?
I mean, it baffles me that our defense and our offense cannot coexist in the same game.
Yeah.
Crazy. Because, honestly, defense looked pretty all right. Pretty all right. Yeah, they held the Chargers to 25. I mean, they held them to 15 at the end of the third quarter. Really just kind of fell apart towards the end.
Yeah.
But, defense played pretty well. They kind of put some pressure on Justin Herbert, and 5 sacks for the defense. Alex had 2. TJ had 1. Nick Herbig had 1. Crucial parts where there were 3 dropped interceptions that the Steelers totally should have gotten. And now I don't know what difference that would have made because the offense just looked terrible from start to finish. It was really bad. But, I mean, defense overall looked pretty solid. We had some injury pieces. So Jalen Ramsey was still in safety position. Middlefield looked pretty good. So, I don't know. I have to just highlight this because I don't know if you were paying attention to it. But you know how on Sunday night football games they do the starting lineup?
Yeah.
But they also show the player grades for each of them. Yeah, they do. So they'll put it right at the bottom. And now I have outspokenly said how much I dislike the PFF rankings.
Uh-huh.
But that's what they base it off of.
I got you.
And I just need to read you this offensive line because it's almost to a point of why did we even include this in the game? So this is for the Chargers starting lineup, and they went for their center.
Okay.
Their center, Bradley Bozeman, PFF rank 36 out of 36.
Okay.
Right tackle, Trey Pipkins, 35 of 36.
Okay.
Right guard, Mekhi Becton, 36 of 37. And left tackle, Austin DeCoulis, 38 of 38.
Okay.
Literally the worst offensive line.
What is that?
3 of them, the worst position in the league. Collectively, the worst offensive line as a whole. And I would have liked a little more effort out of this defense because I posted it on social media and we were talking about it last week. I was like, hey, they're pretty ridiculed with injuries and their running back position is really bad. Their third string running back went for 95 yards on the day and a score against the worst offensive line in the league. So that's why I say solid because it just fell apart in the fourth quarter. But let's flip on the other side of the ball. The offense, hilariously, everything that could have gone wrong did go wrong.
It went wrong.
Most of this game, you got to throw on Rodgers.
Mm-hmm.
He was bad from start to finish.
He looked terrible.
Bad.
I don't know what was up with him, dude.
I mean, he was missing targets all day. All day. And it didn't change. Not only was this the worst game of Rodgers' career as a Steeler, this is the worst game of Rodgers' entire career as an NFL player.
No way.
Well, I'm going to read you these. So his completion percentage of that night was 43%, which is the second lowest in his career. He was throwing an average of 4.2 yards a pass, which is his third lowest of his entire career. And his quarterback rating at the end of the game was 19.5, which was the lowest of his entire career. 16 of 31, 161 yards, 1 touchdown in disgusting garbage time to Roman Wilson, who is the king of garbage time, and 2 interceptions out of Aaron Rodgers.
Yep.
Now, one of them was really bad. The other one was completely on Calvin Austin. We need another wide receiver. That's why I'm wearing my Pickens jersey today.
Bring him
because
back.
I miss him. The game really made me miss George. I didn't put the shiesty on, so I figured I'd
probably
better
for
not
the
do
best.
that. But yes, because Rodgers missed DK for what would have been a touchdown early, and then underthrew Calvin Austin, which probably would have been another touchdown, if not a really big gain.
Oh yeah.
And then I don't know. And again, questionable with the offense. Jalen Warren looked pretty solid. He had 70 yards under 14 carries, but he only played on 24 snaps.
Really?
He played for 46% of all offensive snaps of the game. He didn't even play for half the game.
Huh.
Why he wasn't in the game, I have no idea.
Yeah.
I have no idea. Because, again, I've been very wrong about Jalen Warren. I didn't think he was going to be this good late in the season. I kind of thought we were going to see a little more Caleb Johnson later in the season. But Jalen Warren's been awesome since the start.
He really
and how we're at week 10 and we haven't figured out that we need him. We didn't convert on a third down to the fourth quarter of the game. at that point, I don't think Jalen Warren was in for any of those at that point.
Really?
Like, again, he played for less than half the snaps of the offense.
Yeah.
It wasn't in. Why? I don't know. I mean, we saw a little bit of Caleb Johnson, but again, like Warren runs to like run through people.
Yes.
And like runs hard.
Yes.
And it kind of scares me sometimes because he fumbles the ball. Hasn't done that yet. Had to knock on my desk. Hasn't done that yet. But yeah, I don't know. But then like you just know it's bad. Chris Boswell misses a field goal.
Yeah.
And
The Boz.
And he missed that at the end of the first quarter. And that's when you just know this is not going to be a good day. Mm-hmm. This was, crazy enough, this was Chris Boswell's first true miss as a field goal since December of 2023.
Really?
And when I say true miss, I mean a one that wasn't blocked, wasn't from extreme distance, like over 60 plus, and wasn't due to terrible weather.
Right.
He just missed a 45-yard field goal.
It's that 2022 Boswell that we're seeing again. That's not good.
That's
not good.
I remember that. He got paid that big contract, and then he
huge contract, and then couldn't kick the ball to save his life.
Oh, that was bad. But yeah, I mean, that's when you know you're in trouble. And again, it's crazy that the Steelers find themselves in positions that we rely on these obscure positions to do well.
Yeah.
I guess like we rely on an edge rusher to win games with TJ Watt, and we rely on Chris Boswell, the kicker, to score some points.
Maybe that's where your problem is.
Well,
at a point where you can't put any trust in your quarterback or your weapons in the outfield, that's looking a little.
It's a problem.
Rough.
So I'm going to take this with a grain of salt with the Aaron Rodgers game. Now I'm really hoping this isn't a situation like last year where we had a veteran QB come in, look pretty good for the half of the season, and then just turn to dog shit in November, December.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
I'm going to hope this is just a one-time fluke out of Raj. I don't know if someone messed up his perks that he takes before the games. But I don't know. And then to continue, we're put it up here. Darnell Tracker. I've been tracking the stats of Darnell Washington, and I've been talking about how the Steelers are undefeated when he plays over 40 snaps. Darnell Washington had 25 snaps on Sunday night. So again, it's just funny and it's weird.
Have you tried to call the front office, let them know that you know the secret?
We must. And I also just and this is like the most frustrating part of my Sunday nights. I need to know what the fuck is Mike Tomlin doing on the sideline, because every time they pan the camera on him, he's standing there like a fucking doofus.
I was talking to my dad about this today. Yeah, it's like he doesn't know where he is.
Like, what the fuck does he do on the sideline?
No, he genuinely stands there and collects a paycheck.
Like, I feel like other coaches are like running around and like at least yelling at people and stuff, but like
shit,
he just stands there like he just looks so dumbfounded on his face.
The Colts owner even goes down. And
the Colts owner is the greatest owner.
She is the absolute best owner in the history of sports.
Because then it's cool that she's invested, but like that also puts pressure on your coaching staff to get your shit together.
Yeah.
Because she's even said she's got a headset on. She's like, I got to know who's at fault here.
Yeah, I think that's awesome.
I mean, I don't know what the hell Art Rooney's doing, but if we need to get him on a headset. It's the most frustrating, dumbfounded thing when Tomlin just looks like a buffoon on the camera because he just stands there and does nothing. And we've gotten like the worst Steeler meme pictures out of it, of just him just looking just sitting there in the cold.
Nothing in his eyes. Nothing.
Thought. I have like my favorite ones, but it's just like it makes me so mad. And then this is like another thing I've wondered as well. One of the things I like about social media and other teams is that they'll post like their coaches like post game speeches on social media. Yeah. And some of them I'm like, you know what? Like those are like really cool and I like it. I've never seen one of Mike Tomlin.
Because he doesn't say anything. Yeah.
My favorite one so far.
That one, and then the one the video of him like just leaving mid post game conference. That's my favorite. I love that one.
That's another good one. But yeah, it's so frustrating. Why the Steelers just play like dog shit on primetime, I have no idea.
This
weird.
This
is the third primetime game this season where we play like dog shit. So now I'm nervous for this Monday night game against the Dolphins.
Oh man, you have another primetime?
We have one more primetime game. Yes. Well, one more for sure, and it's going to come down to Week 18 if they're going to flex Steelers-Ravens to primetime.
Oh, yeah.
The Ravens are gonna play their bench team, so I'm not even worried about.
Yeah.
Like the Steelers have locked themselves in as the most average team in the NFL. So like, if you're a team at the top of the NFL looking to be humbled, or if you're one of the worst teams looking for a win,
play the Steelers.
We're the team for you, man. We're the team for you. I don't get it. I really
There's
don't
no
get
science
it.
to it.
There's no.
It's all dumb luck.
There's one consistency. I've said it every time. And I don't know. Apparently, rumors are going around that the front office is frustrated with Tomlin. I'm not buying into it.
I feel like I've heard that.
Because I don't
so
want that
much.
hope. Ben.
Yeah.
I don't want that. I don't want
Better
that.
to not be disappointed.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't foresee Tomlin leaving anytime soon. And that's what bugs me. That's what really bugs me.
He's going to have to leave on his own terms, man. He's got the easiest job in the world.
It is.
Because
He's not held accountable.
No.
He can't produce, but nobody questions it.
No.
I mean, he exists there. That's all he does.
Yeah, but I don't know, Ben. I don't know. Shame on me for watching this entire game. I let the Steelers ruin my Sunday night. I had to sit there and sulk. I had to run to bed at 11:30. My wife asked me if he won, and I just said no, and I shut the door and threw my jersey off. Dude. It's like, of course not.
I can always tell when football is really starting to get under your skin, because like if we're texting each other, it starts off with long sentences and coherent words, and then slowly devolves throughout the night, goes to just like one-word sentences.
Yeah, but I mean, like from the first whistle to the last whistle, I'm all Steelers.
You're
man.
there.
I'm all in.
You're there.
But leading up, so like, dude, it's like I'm living in like this Groundhog's Day hell of just. It's this, and I'm finally like getting to the point where I'm going insane.
I believe it completely. I totally understand like staying with your team, no matter what's going on. But I feel like being a Steelers fan is like you got to start taking lithium. There is no other way to be happy because it's so hot and cold. It's not like you guys are the worst ever.
It's just so exactly.
But you aren't the best.
So crazy that we can make all these roster improvements during the off seasons, and like
Nothing
you look
changes.
at this and you're like, this is it.
Yeah.
Like this is finally what we need, and it's the same thing.
Same.
So yeah, I don't know if we just needed to drop this game because we were getting a little too out of reach of 9 and 8. I don't know if that was going on. If that was
a high
decision.
possibility.
I just don't know. But no, I've said it before, and I'm gonna keep saying it. Like, I don't watch these games, and the first thing I blame is, oh well, we're lacking in this position, or oh this person stinks, we need to get rid of them. No, like dude, this is like a team that has the talent, especially on the defense.
Oh yeah.
Like you bring in Jalen Ramsey, who's been awesome.
No,
so far.
I'm convinced that there's just a curse in Pittsburgh. You could put anybody in any of those positions, and you're still going to end up 9 and 8.
And then, so I do. It does make me at least a little bit happy because all of Steeler Nation feels the same way. My favorite thing now is just going to social media after losses and just hearing what people have to say. Everyone's in the same boat, and I can promise you, for anyone listening feeling otherwise, no Steeler fan is thrilled and content and happy with never having a losing season, just being 9 and 8 all the time. I can promise you, nobody likes it.
No.
I promise you, that's not something anyone is proud of in Pittsburgh. And yeah, like the standard was set way back then when we got our 6 rings, and that is what us as fans love to hold our organization to. And it just hasn't been there for a while. And again, like we talked about, the one comment I read a few days ago when I was reading comments stuck with me. Yeah, this isn't our grandpa's and our dad's Steelers.
It's not. It's not. It's not. There was a period of time where the Steelers were such a powerhouse, and it was awesome.
Troy Polamalu was in the building, and the Steelers played like that.
Yes.
In front of Troy.
Yeah,
that makes me sick.
Yeah.
And again, and I said it last week about how well Steeler Nation travels. SoFi was packed with towels, dude. There were towels everywhere. Didn't matter. Didn't matter.
No.
And now freaking Justin Herbert gets to make my team look like dog shit on prime time and then go home to Madison Beach. What a fucking asshole, dude. What a fucking douchebag. What an asshole! I now hate Justin Herbert.
Welcome to the club, man. He's a terrible quarterback.
At the same time, we're doing the service to the NFL because we needed to get the Chargers this one so that they can continue their lead in the West to do everything we can to keep the Chiefs out.
Got to get the Chiefs out of there. Yeah. I mean,
at the
end of the day, no matter what, we're rooting for the Chargers here. So.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it'd be kind of fun to not see the Chiefs in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know, but that was Week 10. We moved to Week 11, another divisional game. Bengals at home. So
Bengals again, huh?
And I'm going to be there.
Are you going to this one too?
I'm in this one as well.
God bless, you just go to all the games, huh?
I mean, well, I'm undefeated, dude. I don't know. I'm just saying. So I don't know. One thing about that game, yeah, I mean, we got torched, and Joe Flacco has been looking pretty solid so far overall. The defense just unfortunately stinks.
But
a couple things look going into this game. So Trey Hendrickson, their defensive end, it's looking like he's not going to play this Sunday.
Okay.
I'm not looking into that because he didn't play on Thursday night when we played them. So I'm not going to act like that's going to matter.
Yeah.
And then another thing that scares me a little bit, and I don't think it's going to happen this Sunday, but the practice window for Joe Burrow opened on Monday this week. And he's back at practice.
21 days.
So, he has 21 days, so he could be in this game this Sunday. I don't think that's going to be it. It's sounding like right now they're aiming for Thursday night Thanksgiving against the Ravens. Because, unfortunately, I mean, depending on how these next two games go, it's really, honestly, actually not these next two. Honestly, just this week because it is a divisional game, Steelers-Bengals. The Bengals aren't out of the division.
They aren't. They really
aren't.
Like
they're really not. They're really not. Steelers are in the lead with 5 wins. Ravens got 4. Bengals are right there with 3. Mm-hmm. Like they're really not out of it. And depending on how next week goes, with who do the Ravens play? Let's find that out. I think. Am I crazy to say the Jets?
Right here.
I think I am crazy to say the Jets.
Yes,
no,
they
don't play the Jets.
Browns.
Okay, so divisional game again.
Yep.
So that's. It's going to come down to that week to I think really decide if the Bengals are truly out of it. I don't think they're out of it.
I don't think
now,
so.
They got a big hill to climb for sure, and I don't know how much better Joe Burrow is going to make them.
Well, that's what I was just about to say. I mean, if I'm them, you keep Joe Burrow out for the rest of the season. I understand, like, you want to make a playoff run and everything. This dude had what could have been career-ending surgery.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know how badly he again, we talked about it like one of our first episodes, how I just misunderstood turf toe because it sounded so lame.
Mm-hmm.
It's the ligament that has the
holds your foot
toe
together
to the ball of your foot. He snapped his clean. He did that bad. And we were like, well, he's not coming back. But I also kind of think Zach Taylor's playing for his job.
Yeah.
The head coach of the Bengals.
Yeah.
I think this season he's playing for his job. He's going to have another not good season, but just because that defense is so bad. I mean, the Bengals were down 14 with 2.5 minutes left against the Bears. Joe Flacco scored 2 touchdowns to put him up by 2 with 53 seconds left.
Yeah.
And the Bengals defense let Caleb Williams march down the field and score a touchdown with 17 seconds left.
Well, that's just it. I mean, if you're playing for your job, Burrow is not going to be the thing that is going to help you. You need a better defense.
The
defense is terrible.
It's really not.
There's nobody there.
Now, I did see this. This was kind of going around, and I'm not buying into it. I think it's just more of like a fun hypothetical talk, and I want to get your kind of thoughts on it. So, after the trade deadline, with the Jets trading Sauce Gardner and Quentin Williams, the Jets now have 5 first-round picks in 2026 and 2027.
Wait,
do you
combine
trade?
Or
what is it?
Do they have 5?
Yeah, combined. Yes,
okay,
so they have 2 in 2026 and they have 3 right now in 2027.
Gotcha.
First-round picks. Do you take all 5 of those picks and trade them to the Bengals for Joe Burrow?
That's not a bad idea. The
Bengals need a complete rebuild on defense.
Yeah.
The Jets just need a quarterback.
Really? That's it.
I think it's more just like fun fan talk, but they have 5
that's
first-round
not
picks.
a bad idea at all.
I have 5 first-round picks, and Joe Burrow is not going to win anytime soon. They spend way too much money on this offense that they can't build a
keep
defense.
healthy.
Yeah, and they can't keep healthy. Their O-line is not good. Their defense as a whole is terrible.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was just fun little talk.
I like that.
Joe Burrow
in
for
all
5
honesty.
first-round picks.
I really like that.
Something to think about. It'd be kind of funny.
It would. I mean, you guys can pick up a quarterback in the first round easily, and then get some defense.
I'm saying, yeah.
You know?
You can find one quarterback with
yeah.
5 first-round picks.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, 100%. Build off of him. Hope for the best. Throw the rest of that money into the defense.
For how bad the Jets are, they're going to get a top 5 pick this year.
Oh yeah,
they should.
Yeah, no matter what, they have to.
Yeah, it's projecting that it is going to be that way.
So
I don't know. But additions to the Steelers, I do need to shout out. The Steelers this morning signed Asante Samuel, who is a cornerback from the Chargers.
Yes.
Who was a free agent, one of the top free agents so far this season. He had to have like a spinal injection that let him out from, I think, an injury last season. So he cut from the Chargers, but he was drafted in 2021. So he's young. He has 6 interceptions on his career so far in just 3 seasons because he only played, I think, 3 games last season.
Okay.
That left him out. So, yeah, the depth of the cornerback room now for the Steelers is astronomical. It's crazy. Plus, I don't know what the situation is with Darius Slay. Darius Slay has gotten hurt every single game.
I wanted to ask you, what did you guys do to him?
I don't know, but he just finds a way to get hurt. So right now he is on concussion protocol. So I think they said he's week to week, day to day, going into this Bengals game. Cole Holcomb, middle linebacker, was sick and didn't play.
Gotcha.
Which I don't know what the problem was, but he was ruled out on Saturday with an illness.
Okay.
And you know how sick you got to be?
Yeah, that's real sick.
To be ruled out a whole 24 hours before the game?
Sick. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know what was going on.
Bad was happening.
He's looking like he's going to come back this week. Jabril Peppers, the safety, is going to look like he's coming back this week. So I don't know. I don't know what the plan will be with Jalen Ramsey if you still keep him in that safety play, because now you got Jabril Peppers back and Kyle Duggar
Ramsey
signed.
was looking really good in that position.
Jalen Ramsey contained the middle of the field better than we saw prior. So,
and I like that because that's something that just isn't done by the Steelers.
Exactly,
so.
It's not. I still kind of maybe throw him in the slot. That still kind of keeps him fairly in the middle of the field instead of just lining up 1-on-1. I don't want to see him 1-on-1 and Jamar Chase again.
No,
that was bad. That was really bad.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. It's at home this week. I don't know how that's going to change. Aaron Rodgers got to show up. He talked about Tomlin Tuesday presser that he's pretty frustrated, but he's not worried long term. So we just got to execute. We just got to get the offense and the defense on the same page at the same time.
Yeah, but that's so much easier said than done.
So much easier said than done. So if the Bengals get 1 interception this Saturday or this Sunday, I'm gonna jump off the Clemente Bridge. Nope, bleep that out. No, that's not cool.
I gotta stop saying this stuff.
I gotta quit saying really mean stuff about myself that I'm gonna do. I gotta ignore it. But I don't know. So yeah, really piss poor attempt of a Sunday night performance against a pretty okay Chargers team.
Mm-hmm.
I was really hoping it was gonna be competitive, and it was anything but, because it was just awful the entire time.
Yeah.
So that's my grievance for Week 10. And a couple other things I want to highlight going around as we bounce around now. I want to talk about the Rams.
Yeah.
More specifically, Matthew Stafford.
Yeah.
Matthew Stafford is looking pretty good.
Let's talk about Stafford, man.
The last 6 games, Stafford has 20 touchdowns and 0 interceptions.
Yeah.
He's playing pretty good.
He's a good quarterback. And we were so worried about that back injury beginning of the year, dude.
What the
hell were we talking about?
What the hell do we
know,
dude?
Stupid.
What the hell do we? But he's playing really good. He did with this win, and I thought this was crazy. For the first time in Matthew Stafford's career as an NFL quarterback, he has reached 500 in his career record for the very first time.
Really?
He is now, with this win, his career record is 115, 115, and 1. He is right at 500 for the first time, has a winning record, 500 and above.
Wow, that's crazy. He's been in the league for a while, too.
He's been in the league for a while. He was under the Lions for a while.
That's true. I know it was years ago at this point. 3 years ago now? But that trade between Stafford and Goff, honest to God, one of the best trades to ever happen in NFL history.
Oh,
It
absolutely.
was such a
'cause-
good outcome for both teams.
Yeah, the Rams went and immediately won a Super Bowl,
Mm-hmm.
and the Lions have now been relevant for the past 4 years.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy.
It worked out insanely well for both parties. And yeah, because like everyone thought that was going to be the end of Jared Goff.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought Goff was done. Honest to God, I thought that the Rams were going to kind of fall a little bit too, because the Stafford that we've seen for so long was, again, at Detroit. No, he had great games at Detroit, but
Oh yeah,
it was not the environment for him.
yeah, but no, he looks really good right now.
Looks
so
great.
I don't. Do you now throw his name in the MVP
Yes.
talks if he continues down this path?
100%. 100% you do.
I like it. See, I'm gonna keep my eye on it. I know Drake May's there as well.
I was
because-
going to say he's a runner-up in my mind.
but I'm not ready to let go of Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
I'm really not, because like he is on pace for 2,000 yards. Now we know Saquon did it last year with 2,000 yards, but the difference with Jonathan Taylor this year and Saquon last year, Jonathan Taylor's on pace for 30 touchdowns.
Yeah.
You have to give it to him if he gets 30 touchdowns.
It's
give
so
it to
crazy because he either doesn't score a touchdown at all, which is understandable, or he runs 3 every game.
I think he's had 4 games this season where he has a hat trick.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4 games.
Like that's crazy. And I want to just compare these two things. So the last time a non-quarterback won the MVP was Adrian Peterson in 2012. I'm going to read you off his stats through the first 10 games versus Jonathan Taylor for the first 10 games. Adrian Peterson in 2012, when he won the MVP, through the first 10 games, he had 1,283 yards from scrimmage, 7 touchdowns, and his team was 6-4 at that time. Jonathan Taylor, 1,399 yards from scrimmage, 17 touchdowns, and they are 8-2,
Yeah.
atop of the NFL.
Yeah. He has already almost surpassed his rushing record for last year. He's about 200 yards away from it. And that was at the end of the season. We're only halfway through.
30 touchdowns. Can we just fathom that?
No,
30 touchdowns.
See, the problem with this is should, at this point, if the NFL was to stop right now and we were to give an MVP, right, Jonathan Taylor, I would think 100%.
Absolutely. If you
That
were
being
deciding
said,
right now, Jonathan Taylor.
The problem is it's such a quarterback award. It's so rare to see anybody who isn't a quarterback get that accommodation. So the conversation I think should be had that Jonathan Taylor is the number one in MVP contention right now.
Absolutely.
But it's fallen on deaf ears, and we both know that.
It is.
We both know that.
It is. I saw something crazy. Adam Schefter was talking about it, and he was talking about the voting for MVP. And I think it was in the last 10 years, there's been, I think he said 350 votes for first place for MVP between all the voters. And of those 350 votes over the span of 10 years, one of those votes was for a non-quarterback.
No way.
And that was for Cooper Kupp in, what was that, 2021?
21. Yeah,
21.
That sounds about right.
That was the Cooper Kupp triple
Whoa.
crown year.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Every other first place vote for an MVP has been for a quarterback.
I hate that. The quarterback is
crazy.
the head of your team, obviously, and he's your captain out there, you know? That being said, captain is only as good as the people he's got around him.
Yeah, I totally get the argument of why a quarterback should be the MVP. I mean, they're controlling the offense, but at the same time, we've read off the stats of Jonathan Taylor. I feel like every week, and they just keep getting better.
Well, the moment the ball leaves that quarterback's hands, it's up to whoever is out there to help the quarterback succeed. He's not getting anywhere without these people.
No,
That's I think it's stupid to just have it. As a quarterback.
so now, I feel like the Colts the past how many seasons have been so reluctant and relying on Jonathan Taylor because they just never had a quarterback. Now they have a competent quarterback, so it does open up the passing game. But because of that, you leave the run game also.
Yeah. How do you defend it?
You can't stop the run every play. Yeah, I've been slamming this Dr.
Dude, no,
Pepper,
I
man.
understand. I've been
getting really
trying to
gassy.
hide him behind them.
Yeah, I tried to sneak that one out. It didn't work out too well. But yeah, as we were saying, the Colts are winning games because of Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, no, they are.
Like totally,
They are
this season.
And that's just it. I mean, I think that we're going to start to see it slow down next year, maybe the year after that, because now we know how Danny Dimes plays, and you can learn how to defend that. But this year, especially, teams aren't going to have enough time to be able to read him.
Oh,
they just don't know.
It's too late for teams. And the Steelers held him till like less than 50.
Yeah, that's so dumb, and it makes no sense.
What a backwards.
Makes no sense at all.
That's so crazy.
So
I watched
dumb.
Jonathan Taylor do nothing in person. But if the MVP voting was today, I'm giving the MVP to Jonathan Taylor, and then I think I'd give the Offensive Player of the Year. Do you give that to Jackson Smith and Jigba?
He is absolutely one of the best wide receivers in the league.
I think he's the best wide receiver right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I would be willing to give him the number one. He's absolutely in the top 5.
So he's on pace for 2,000 yards right now as well. So he's due for. So I'd be cool with that. Jackson Smith, offensive player. Jonathan Taylor, MVP.
I like that.
T.J. Watt, defensive player of the year.
We'll see. We'll see. You know that's a Myles Garrett award.
The pass rush rate.
Can't wait to get Grant on one of these episodes. Let me bring up.
I don't even know who you get the defensive player of the year award right now.
There's no
Aiden
names.
Hutchinson, Micah Parsons. Myles Garrett had 5 sacks in a game. That's kind of cool.
Hey, while we're talking about defensive players, like this guy is nowhere near the contention for defensive player of the year. But I just want to give a little update from last week. We were talking about the Jalen Phillips. Oh, I saw that. Got a drinking problem.
It's water, dude. It's water.
But no, we were talking about the Jalen Phillips trade with Miami, who, again, he was a player that I've heard the name of, don't really know much about him. That dude delivered. And Howie Roseman, again, undefeated, knows what he's doing.
And again, we got to stop helping the Eagles. What are we doing?
They helped us a lot, too. A lot. I mean,
and Jair Alexander still hasn't played yet.
Yeah.
Hasn't played this week.
No.
Still have him to throw in there. So I don't. So stupid, dude.
I'm loving it, man. I'm really loving it.
Really glad. Last running back stat I do want to throw out, and then we can talk about Week 11, because I just think this is just also funny and also insane.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry finally has more NFL rushing yards than high school rushing yards.
What?
I'm going to say that again. Derrick Henry finally has more NFL rushing yards than high school rushing yards.
How many rushing yards did he have?
And this is real. In 10 seasons of the NFL, Derrick Henry today has 12,127 yards.
Okay.
In high school, in 4 years, Derrick Henry rushed for 12,124 yards.
That's crazy.
Over the span of 4 years.
That's
in high school.
Insane. Holy shit.
He's averaging 3,000 yards a season.
Dude, oh my God. If I was the coach, I would have been so sad to see him graduate.
Yeah.
That's wild.
That has to be like a high school national record.
Oh my God, yeah.
There's no way someone. But yeah, you're 3,000 yards a season.
Wonder if we can find that.
Quick Google search. It has to be him. But yeah, I mean that just shows you how like Derrick Henry was always just running through people. So it's probably Burf. I just wanted to be funny when I said that.
No, it's okay. It was really funny.
Wow, thanks. All the viewers listening to this are also laughing out loud. Ha 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 ha.
Let's see. All time. Oh. Yeah, no, it's Derrick Henry. He has the most high school rushing yards.
It took him 10 NFL seasons to set a career high and career highs, I guess.
Yeah. Shout out to Ewell High School in Florida. They must have been a terrifying school to play against. Jesus.
Dread it, bro.
That's awesome.
It is crazy. But, yeah, so that's it for my Week 10. I think. Let me do one last look through.
Yeah.
Just double check. I'm tempted to put the Commanders on tank watch, I think.
Tank watch?
To just tank the rest of the season.
Yeah.
There's talks about Jaden Daniels wanting to come back.
What?
No. Don't do it.
Oh my God, no.
He didn't tear anything. He just dislocated his elbow.
Yeah,
so, like,
but it bent
they
the
say
wrong way.
That was his left one. But no, I don't think there's a need for him to come back. I think, Jaden's awesome. He just has too many injuries and it's not a good Commanders team.
Yeah, let Mariota finish out the year.
Get a top 10 pick.
Honestly.
Maybe even top 5 depending on how the rest of the season goes.
That sucks though. He looked so good last year.
It did suck. And he looked pretty solid
He
this
did.
year
He did. He just cannot stay healthy.
And then, we talked about the Jags maybe being in contention for the South. They blew, a 19-point lead in the fourth quarter to Davis Mills, the Davis Mills Texans. Not the C.J. Stroud Texans, Davis Mills.
Yeah.
And they lost that. So they're now 3 games behind the Colts. So congratulations to the Colts for winning the AFC South.
100%.
We move on. Ready to move on to Week 11?
Let's do it.
Okay. Week 11. Thursday night, the Patriots are unveiling their rival uniforms this week on Thursday. They're playing the Jets.
I don't like
Does
their
that make you
rivals.
nervous?
Based on the stats of the year, yes. Drake May should be scared.
The Jets, they're on a little bit of a heater right now.
A little bit, surprisingly.
They've won their last 2 games.
I think that's our fault because 2 weeks ago we were like, oh my God, is this going to be the undefeated or the no-win Jets all season?
Maybe they were playing our tape on loop in the locker room. And they came together. So shout out to them. The Jets are on a 2-game heater. I don't know. They beat the Browns, so that's awesome to see.
The Pats look amazing. By every stat sheet that you could look at, they should knock the Jets out of the water. But the rival uniforms, that's scary. I don't like that.
It's a little scary. And then
About to slam
that's
some
Thursday
money
night.
on the Jets.
Might have to take the spread on that. Might have to take. Oh, dare we even just look? Let me just entertain myself because I know we're doing so bad in sports betting. But let me.
Well, hold on.
Oh,
little shout out,
dude! Dude, hype yourself up.
Yeah,
man.
I said I was done. Said I wasn't going to do it anymore. But then I watched the Brazilian Grand Prix, and for some reason I woke up this morning. Max Verstappen starting from the pit lane, 19th position, and I thought, you know what? I think he's going to get a podium today. Slam some money on a Max Verstappen podium. Boom, $280 in my account right there. So shout out to the best driver in the whole entire freaking world. Awesome.
Ben is back into gambling.
Awesome.
So let's go. The spread is Jets plus 13.5.
Whoa.
I kind of want to take plus 13.5.
Take it. I like that.
I kind of want to. I'm going to look at it. And then, all right, that's Thursday night. We have our last international game of the season.
Thank God.
Commanders and Dolphins, they are going to Berlin. No, they were just in Berlin. Spain? They going to Spain? I don't know.
They already did Brazil, right?
They already did Brazil.
I have no idea where they're going.
They're in Madrid. Yes, they're
Madrid.
in Madrid.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're in Madrid. Last international game of the year. This one is probably going to be another shitter. The Commanders not good. Dolphins.
This will be one that I
really
probably
good.
don't watch. If I'm being
But then
honest.
the Dolphins also just beat the Bills, so I don't know.
That was crazy. Disgusting.
It was hilarious. And apparently, it's hard to beat the Dolphins 8 times in a row.
Yeah.
The Bills were
They
coming
tried.
off. The Bills were coming off of a 7-game win streak against the Dolphins and lost this week. The last time that they lost to the Dolphins, they were coming off of a 7-game win streak against the Dolphins. It is hard to beat the Dolphins 8 times.
Yikes. Yikes.
It's hard to beat the Dolphins 8 times. But I don't know. So we'll see. But hey, last international game, last time I got to wake up at 9 o'clock to watch the football, which, it's nice to have football on in the morning in the background, but it became a chore for a little bit.
Yeah, that early in the morning, I don't know.
Well, that's why it's good for us to be on the East Coast, man. Can you imagine waking up at 6?
Man, we've had this conversation so many times. Izzy and I went on like a 2-hour-long rant the other day because, dude, living on the West Coast, people move to California in that area because they want to be silly, be creative. We take shit seriously over here. This is like adult time. Kids can go hang out on the West Coast. This is where we take care of business.
We're going to have the vegan tacos on the West Coast, dude. We grind here on the East Coast.
Shit means something here.
It means something to me, man. All right, but yeah, that's our last international game, last morning game of the season. Move into, let's see a couple. Do the Packers bounce back against the Giants? If Russ plays, yes. If Jameis plays, no.
No, yeah.
I want to see Jameis throw 5 touchdowns, dude. Come on.
Is there any talk at all about Jameis playing?
Well, I don't even know.
Do we think that the new interim is going to be smart enough to start Jameis Winston?
I don't know. It's gonna be something to see. Oh, it also depends on Jackson Dart. I don't know if he hasn't been.
Oh yeah, he
officially
just had a
ruled out.
concussion, right?
Just had a concussion, but this is his. I think it's like his 3rd concussion.
What is up with this draft class and just hitting their fucking heads? It's crazy.
I don't know, but yeah, you gotta protect these young guys, dude.
Yeah, man, they're just throwing their bodies out there.
Yeah, so I don't know, but I would just love to see Jameis, and I feel like the Giants have nothing to lose at this point.
They don't.
They're already going to have a really bad season. They're 2-8 right now.
Might as well
bounce back from this.
You might as well.
Panthers bounce back against the Falcons. That could be fun. J.J. McCarthy bouncing back against the Bears.
J.J. McCarthy.
Hilariously, J.J. McCarthy is this season undefeated on the road against divisional opponents when the final score is 27-24.
Well, he's also played 3 games.
Yes.
So
and he looked good against the Lions on the road. He looked good against the Bears on the road.
Yeah.
And the final score of both of those games was 27-24.
That's crazy. Crazy.
Get J.J. McCarthy at 27-24. He calls himself 9 is what he says. So
he gave himself a nickname?
Yes. They were talking about him getting locked in before the game, and he was like, I call him 9. I don't know where 9 was against the Ravens, but
it's a little cringe. That's crazy. I would never give myself a nickname.
Now, Justin Jefferson does the same thing. He has an alter ego he calls Jets.
Yeah, but that's cool.
Justin Jefferson has a lot of swag.
Yeah,
really
exactly.
Cool.
he can do something with that.
Like the sunglasses and the chains, and he's really dripped out. Like he looks cool as shit.
Mm-hmm.
Justin Jefferson.
Yeah. No, if you have the swag to be able to back it up, that's a completely different thing.
J.J. McCarthy is still respectfully a little dorky. He's just a little dorky white boy.
Yeah.
I'm allowed to say that.
That's right. Yeah. We can call him white.
Yeah, I was more talking about the dorkiness.
Yeah, me too.
Oh God. Okay, keep going. The 1 o'clock slates here. This could be an interesting. All right, both teams have a chance to bounce back here. We got the Buccaneers and the Bills.
Somehow I knew that's the game that you were going to bring up. Yeah, I'm excited for that one. That should be a good one. That's going to be
interesting. The Bills are kind of in a slump right now, and I'm tempted. If I'm a Bills fan, I'm tempted to hit the panic button on winning the division.
Yeah. No, I think
they're 2 games behind.
I think the Bucs have this
Patriots.
One, if I'm being honest.
And the Bucs have also been I don't want to say bad, but they've been a little slow.
They've been slow.
So I don't know if Baker's secretly kind of just not hurt, but not 100%.
I don't think he is 100% because he's been on and off with random injuries to his throwing arm all season.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Especially if you have him on fantasy, you'll see that he is questionable pretty much all the time.
All the time.
And then Sunday comes and they say that he's cleared. So
you know who else is questionable every fucking week on the Buccaneers? Bucky Irving.
Yeah.
What the hell is going on? He's been every week. He's been out since week 5.
That is so weird. That is so weird.
It's not just because he's on my fantasy team, dude, but what the hell are we doing?
Yeah, not to move to IR is wild.
Oh my God. But yeah, so I don't know. I mean, maybe just not enough people are shit talking Baker, and that's what it is. Maybe he's feeling a little weak.
I'll send him a message real quick.
He needs that shit talking to just get him fueled up. Yeah. So yeah, DM him real quick, call him a pussy or something.
I gotcha.
Baker, if you're listening to this, it's out of respect. We want you to do good. That's why we're doing this. So, but then the Bills also haven't looked good recently.
Hold on.
It says, "Hey Baker, you are a pussy."
Can you see that?
I can see the message. I can't see what it says. I'll believe you.
It says get better at football. Hopefully that'll get him fired up. I didn't want to say anything too mad or too mean.
It's out of respect. If he listens to the podcast, we'll know we do it out of love.
I almost messaged him from our podcast account. Then it was a free plug. So
yeah, free plug. That's not a bad idea. Do it again.
Okay.
So yeah, that'll be an interesting. That's going to be a get back game for somebody. And the team that loses this is going to be deep in a slump.
Yes.
Bad.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna be the Bills again. I think I'm already hitting the panic button on the Bills. I think they're gonna be for the division. I think they're gonna be a wild card team now, because I don't think the Patriots got an easy schedule. They have, I think, the easiest schedule.
Yeah, we talked about this last week.
Yeah, recently. But yeah, I'm panicking here if I'm the Bills.
That's such
I
a-
am. But now the Bucks, on the other hand, I do like if there is a sense of Baker Mayfield is hurt, I think you do have to bench him for a little bit because I think this is a good Buccaneers team.
Yeah.
And I think they have positioned them well enough to easily win the NFC South.
Listen, they can bench him as much as they want after our fantasy season is over. Then I don't care what happens to him. Then he can sleep.
Yeah, but like I don't care what happens to your fantasy.
No,
like,
I think realistically, you do need to sit him,
they
especially.
should easily win their division.
Yeah, they should.
Easily.
Especially with
let me
Meow-Mix
double
back.
check the standings. Well, hold on. The Panthers are
They
one
are
game
one
behind.
game. Yeah,
I was like, wait a second.
yeah.
Well, I think the Buccaneers have not had their bye. No, the Panthers have not had their bye.
I was gonna say Bucks had their bye
yeah,
last
I
week.
could. Yeah, I was looking at this wrong. Yeah, it was just recently.
Yeah.
I knew that because I have Bucky Irving and I want him to play. The Panthers have yet to have their bye, but they're 5-5, and then the Bucks are 6-3. So I still think they should kind of coast to a division, and then where that puts them in the wild card, I don't know. But I feel like with this NFC, given how strong it is, you want a good spot. But I also don't know if any spot is safe.
Honest to God, yeah. With all these teams,
Because there's a chance that you're gonna have either the Rams or the Seahawks in
Yep.
a wild card that you're gonna have to play, because only one of them can win the East, and then the NFC North, you're gonna have to play the Packers or the Lions in the NFC.
Well, hold on. Don't
Or
throw
in
the
the wild
Bears
card.
out yet.
I'm not counting the Bears, but like I'm not counting out the Bears in playoffs, but I'm also not putting the Bears at the same level as the Lions and the Packers.
I understand that. I do. They don't look bad this year though.
They also don't look bad, and
I just don't think the Packers look that good. I really
Yeah.
don't. I mean, I
Yeah,
know it was only
I
a 3-point
understand it.
game last night, but like again, they are solely just defense. Their offense can't produce.
their offense is so. And again, we already talked about how their losses are just so astronomical. But I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. And then like I said, Bengals going to Pittsburgh Sunday at 1. I'll be there. I'll be waving my towel really, and I'll be yelling really loud. So
Watch out for the
I'm
escalator.
gonna distract Jamar as much as I can. He's gonna be looking for me, not for the
You
football.
got to bring the stickers this time.
Oh, I will.
Yeah.
If you go into AccuSure Stadium and see these stickers on urinals, it's me.
Why urinals specifically? Why just the urinals?
Because everyone's looking where that's where they're peeing. They're
I
like,
don't want
oh, I
people
wonder
to
what that
pee on our
sticker is.
logo.
Well, it'll be like next to it.
That would be
Or
something
that's
that
how
I
you
would
get
try
it,
to pee
and
on.
that's how they look at it.
Yeah. I was going to say, I would look at the sticker and be like, I'm going to pee on that.
I don't know, just something to think about.
Yeah.
But we'll figure it out. So that's it for our 1 p.m. slate. Moving to the afternoon slate. Niners Cardinals. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's another divisional game. It's getting a little out of reach for the Niners. And Mac Jones hasn't looked bad, mind you.
He hasn't at all.
In my opinion, I think the Packers or not the Packers. I'm sorry. I think the Niners are on the outside of the playoff picture, looking in right now, but they're at 6-4.
Yes. Let me
But
see
again, they're going against the Seahawks and the Rams, who are both 7-2. So that's a tough division.
Yeah. They're not. Yeah, you can't mark them out, but those teams are just so good. It's hard.
Mac Jones is playing pretty serviceable right now. So I don't know if they rock with him for the rest of the season. I don't know if I don't know.
Again, I think that you do rock with Jones. I
trust
him more than Purdy at this point.
They got the piss and poop beat out of them against the Rams, but they're also the Niners are just horribly injured on defense. Like I think Mac Jones had 300 yards.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. And where is that game? So I can look at the box score real quick. But I was watching this. I was like, honestly, Mac Jones is not. Yeah, Mac Jones, 319 yards, 3 touchdowns. Just didn't help that Matthew Stafford and Kyron Williams were just everywhere, and the defense just couldn't stop them.
I do want to on the other side of the ball here for the Week 11 game though. Jacoby Brissett looked pretty great this week.
Jacoby Brissett did look pretty great.
So what's the status with Kyler Murray?
He's on. I think he's on IR.
Okay. Because
Black Ops comes out this week.
Well,
so
that's why I was wondering if that's why they benched him.
it's pretty something to think about.
It really is. I mean, 306 yards against the Seahawks.
Something to think about. A nice little rainbow graphic.
Yeah, no, I'll throw one in there.
You've been doing pretty good with the editing.
Thank
by the
you.
way, so.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I've been totally off topic. I try to make timestamp notes as we go on things that I want to edit. Most of the time, I do these like really quick, or I've had a couple drinks before we record, so I'm loose. They make like no sense when I look at them. No sense whatsoever. I deleted the last ones. Shoot, but I had one that it said like sad trombone 17 minutes. Don't forget. I listened to that at 17 minutes. There is no point at all that a sad trombone would be funny. There, but I made sure to make the note. So.
Yeah, blowing up Steamboat Willie was pretty funny.
Thank you.
The Mickey Mouse, that one was good.
I thought that was pretty.
Editors, blow him up again. Boom.
I'll throw one right here.
Good. And then another one now. All right, that's enough for Mickey. Let's keep going. We got a lot of divisional games in the afternoon.
Yes.
Seahawks, Rams. That's gonna be a good one.
That is gonna be a good one.
This is honestly like a pretty solid afternoon slate. Yeah, Seahawks, Rams, 4:00. Chiefs, Broncos, 4:25. Ravens, Browns, 4:25. A lot of divisional games.
Yeah.
A lot of divisional implications, playoff implications here. The Broncos winning here would be awesome because then I think that really hurts the Chiefs. That puts the Chiefs really behind.
Yeah, that's what we need. I mean,
that'll put them back at 500 if they'll be 5-5 on the season.
Broncos won when they played each other the first
Correct.
time, right? Okay.
Yes, that is correct. The Broncos are 8-2, and I've been looking into different statistics about the Broncos. I think I am putting the Broncos on fraud watch.
Really? Whoa.
Yeah, they just do enough to win, I think.
Yeah.
And I've seen people compare Bo Nix to Tim Tebow because he just finds ways to win when they shouldn't. And I don't know, like there's been times where he played really bad, but they still managed to just squeak out wins.
I know what you mean.
So I don't know. Now I hope it still continues because then again, like they'll really bury the Chiefs here. So that'd be awesome. But
yeah,
I don't know. I don't know if I thought I was really sold on the Broncos, but now I'm like, I don't know.
I don't think that they make it past first round of the playoffs if they make it playoffs.
Yeah, and that's going to be hard because I think they're going to. I think they're right now in line to win the division as of today. The Chargers are right behind them, of course, and then the Chiefs are just kind of hanging around there, and then the Raiders are just existing.
Yeah, they happen to be one of the 32 teams.
But, yeah, they just so happen to exist. But, yeah, I don't know. So I'll be interested to see them kind of sneak into the playoffs. And then, again, Ravens-Browns. If the Browns manage to beat the Ravens and then the Steelers lose to the Bengals, that's seriously going to open a whole can of worms in the North, and it's gonna really piss me off. It's gonna really piss me off, Ben. I'm gonna be so angry.
Cause that would that put all you guys even?
So that would, let me double check real quick on the standings. So no, that would put the Steelers at 5-5 if they lost. So we still would be in the lead, and if we lost and the Ravens won, then we'd be tied.
Oh,
I think. Gotcha. I can't remember what the Ravens' divisional record is right now. I don't know if they get the tiebreaker over us or not. For some reason, this doesn't want to show me, so that's fine. I don't even fucking care anyway. No, they've lost.
Yeah, they would not get the tiebreaker.
They beat the Browns. I think have they only played the Browns so far this season? Yes, they have. So they would have the tiebreaker over the Steelers.
Oh, yes, you're right. You're right.
Steelers are 1-1.
Yep.
Well, yeah, they would. So, I mean, the North is going to get really shaken up, and like I've mentioned how critical these early games were because it doesn't get easy for the Steelers, dude.
No, not at all.
It doesn't. I mean, let's just talk about the next four. Bengals, Bears, Bills, Ravens.
Yeah.
Let's just hypothetically just shine a light on that. I mean, I don't know. I really don't. Bengals at home. Defense is bad. Steelers are inconsistent. Yes.
I don't think that these are games that you have to worry about. Maybe it's a hot take.
You think it's just going to be out of reach?
No, I don't think it'll be out of reach. I think that these are games that you will win.
Oh, well, so, yeah, I think that's interesting because on one hand, we've seen how the Steelers have played thus far in the season. These next four games, and it all depends on what Steeler team shows up. But the Bengals defense is horrible.
Yes.
Horrible. I'm really hoping. So that's week 11. Week 12. I'm really hoping that this is a career game for Aaron Rodgers because he plays the Bears in Soldier Field.
Yeah.
Dude hates the Bears.
Yeah.
Hates the Bears. I mean, if Aaron Rodgers has one game in him, I want it to be this game.
I understand
because
that.
I think that would just be awesome content.
Yeah. No, I can get behind that. I can totally get behind that.
5 touchdowns, no interceptions, and he just torches the Bears. Discount, double check. That was a celebration. In Chicago. In Chicago. That's week 12. Week 13 is a Bills team. I don't know. Bills at home.
It's hard to tell.
Bills at home.
It is really
It's hard to tell.
See, I think out of
yeah.
any of them, the Bills game is one that you guys will probably win because they are still a good team. I mean, the Bills aren't bad.
But they're very up and down too.
Yes.
So it's just going to be a matter of who wants to show up to Pittsburgh that day.
Yeah.
And then the Ravens. We're not getting swept by the Ravens, so I don't know when our win's going to come out of it. This first one is in Baltimore, and then Week 18 is in Pittsburgh.
Is Lamar still? Does he? What was his stat? He never had a win in Pittsburgh. Is that?
He went a very long time without beating Pittsburgh at home.
Uh-huh.
Or I think just at Pittsburgh in general, because Tyler Huntley beat.
Yeah,
us a
yeah.
lot.
I was gonna say I don't think he's played
Some
on any of the games.
career record versus Pittsburgh. Nothing that a quick Google search can't fix. Has a career record of 2 and 4 as a starter.
Okay.
Yeah, he just recently got some wins.
Okay.
But he missed games due to various reasons, including being out with COVID, injuries, and the Ravens resting their starters. Has he won in Pittsburgh? No.
He hasn't?
So far, no. 2019, no. 2021, no. 2023, no. 2024, no.
Well, there we go. So I think that your first win will probably be.
Interesting.
What was that? Week 15?
Week 15. Week 14.
Week 14. Where am I?
Week 14.
Yes. Okay.
Week
yeah.
14. So that's what I'm saying. Like, as much as I'm going to be locked in come game time.
Oh, yeah.
Like, hey, we're going to win this game. And then I'm going to be pissed, and I'm going to post that we lost on our social media before the game's even over because I did that this week.
It really is like Groundhog Day. You're right.
I made the graphic at halftime. Chris Boswell missed a field goal, and I was like, well,
It was really funny, though. It made me
I was like,
laugh.
I don't see how we dig ourselves out of this hole.
Yeah, I told you the other day when I first
I
saw
do
it,
feel
I was like,
laughs.
damn, that's funny. I'm going to send this to Nate. Then I realized it was us.
Yeah, it was me.
good stuff.
You were so funny.
Good stuff.
So, yeah, I don't know. That's just the hell of Pittsburgh that we live in. And then, so yeah, we'll see. But back to the last final slate, primetime games. We got Lions-Eagles
Yes,
Sunday
sir.
night.
Yeah, that should be a good game, hopefully.
Is that one? That's 1 and 2 in the NFC? Are the Lions 2?
That's a good question.
Oh my God! Nothing that a quick Google search again can't find out. Eagles are 7-2, Lions 6-3, Buccaneers 6-3, but I think the Bucs are in third.
Let's see.
1 and 2, 1 and 2 in the
yes.
NFC.
Yeah. Yeah, that
In
should
Philly.
be a very good game.
In Philly, that one's gonna be fun.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm excited for that one. I always like playing the Lions. There's never like bad
Lions are fun.
blood. It's just kind of a fun game to watch.
Do you want there to be bad blood?
No, God no. I like the Lions, man. I like the Lions.
What were you saying about Amon Ra? What was that?
What?
What? I
did
feel like you're
not-
starting stuff right
I
now.
did not say Amon Ra. This guy.
Oh my God!
Putting words
dude.
in my mouth.
We need to put you on check. And then a Monday night game that we probably won't be able to watch, but I don't know if we want to watch it. Cowboys-Raiders.
I won't watch it.
I got Brock Bowers, so I'd probably have to, unfortunately.
I
That sucks. I hate my
Will
life,
not
dude.
be. I made the smart decision and did not draft any Raiders. I do, however, I've got 2 Cowboys, so maybe I will.
I
Have
got
to.
Brock Bowers. I took him in the second round, but I have to hold on to it because I wasted a second round pick on him.
I understand.
I
I got Brees Hall sitting there if you want him.
I have to own it. I have to wear it for Brock Bowers.
Yeah, not anymore. You could have.
But he had 3 touchdowns that one game.
Yeah. And then Brees Hall put up like 3 touchdowns. He threw a touchdown.
Well, maybe Brock Bowers will throw a touchdown this week. Never say never, Ben.
Oh.
But never.
Well, that'll probably do it for this week. You got anything else that you wanna throw in there?
I would love to.
Okay.
Hold on. Darnell Washington, anytime touchdown. Book it! Book it! Book it!
That's if he plays over 40 snaps.
Over 40 snaps. We'll keep the tracker live next week. Stay tuned. Hopefully Tomlin puts Darnell in for 40 snaps.
Oh, we should do like a live tracker or something for the game.
I keep up. So luckily, there's some guy. You know what? I'm going to take this second before we close. I'm going to shout this guy out on Twitter because this guy's actually live tracking it. He updates it every week.
Does he really?
He does. And this is how I find it because he posts about it every week. Oh, I'm scrolling through. I'm like, where is it at? I realize I'm not looking through my saves. That's why. Tommy Jaggy, I think is his name.
Okay.
And he is a writer and podcaster for the Still Curtain podcast. Ah. And he is an NFL and Steelers coverage editor. And yes, every week, the Darnell Washington stats. It's live. He just reposts it every week.
That's pretty cool.
Keeps track of it.
That's very cool.
It is really cool.
Shout out to him.
I love what he's doing. So keep us updated. Darnell Washington, first touchdown scorer, maybe. Anytime touchdown scorer. Book it! Book it!
Well, with that being said,
book it!
Thank you guys so much for listening. We will see you guys next week. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. I already said that one. YouTube, TikTok. There's one more.
Quit acting like you're pooping, dude.
I really have to use the bathroom.
Oh, my God.
What is it? What's Instagram, Twitter, TikTok,
Spotify,
YouTube, Apple Podcast. I kept wanting to say Facebook.
No, we don't have a Facebook. Maybe do we need to get a Facebook?
I don't know. Maybe.
Let us know if we need a Facebook.
We'll look into it.
We probably won't make one regardless.
Yeah.
So I'm not wasting my time.
I think we're like 2 episodes behind on the Apple Podcast anyway. So,
dude,
that's on me.
We need to fire our editor, man. This is ridiculous.
I agree that we should hire a new editor. I completely get behind that. All right. Anyway, thank you guys so much for listening. We will see you next week. Stay loud. Stay proud. We'll see you on game day.
Book it!